Be honest, what do you think of it?
Well, Joe, I tell you what, that is fucking amazing. Can that be done close up as well as over thingy?
Yeah.
How the
Be honest, if this said strawberries, how would that make you feel?
I don't know. I mean, that can't.
And you're a magician yourself, right?
Yeah.
So you would agree that that is completely inexplicable.
Oh.
That does, without a doubt, say strawberries.
Wow.
Which is
That's
exactly what you said. And we can rub this out like so.
Wow.
And I'm reset as soon as this goes in. And reset when I rub the back off.
That's clean. That's mad.
You might be wondering if what you've seen so far is just a staged reaction for the camera or my attempt to generate some hype. Well, it isn't, but brace yourself for the next part. I will let you in on a secret. I tell Dean that I'm turning off the recording, but guess what? The camera keeps on rolling to capture a true, raw and genuine moment of reaction. But things do take an unexpected turn, and yes, there might be some bleep-worthy language involved, so if you're in the company of others, you might want to lower the volume of your headphones or whatever device it is that you are now on, just to be safe. But get ready for an unfiltered glimpse into a moment that's as real as it gets. Alright, I'm going to stop the recording.
Yeah, I've got his book over here, Nostradamus, as well.
Right, the recording's stopped. Be honest, what do you think of it?
Fucking hell, Joe, I tell you what, that is fucking amazing. Can that be done close up as well as over thingy?
Yeah.
How the hell did you get strawberry wrote onto that card? Is beyond me. The only way I know of that you could do that would be nail writing, and you can't nail write right across there from that angle because your thumb wouldn't stretch that far. You know, that's mad. That's fucking brilliant. I would have thought that was something you could only do on here because there'd be you're using some kind of technology. So is that organic?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And it's like I said to you, I mean, you can even put the prediction in an envelope and then put it into a clear folder.
Wait a minute. That's fucking brilliant. Right. You must have, however you've done it, switched the times on the pieces of paper.
No.
What?
Do you want me to show you how it works?
Yeah, it'll kill me.
This is the real secret.
Holy shit. That's f***ing brilliant. That's good.
Hey everybody, it is Joel here, and we are back with the final Nostradamus pre-release live Q&A. And as I have already said, I am absolutely more than prepared to go absolute no holds barred with this. So if anybody has any questions at all about Nostradamus, you can drop them into the box right now, and I absolutely guarantee you will get nothing but real, honest answers directly to your question. So feel free, drop any questions that you have in. And what I'm actually also going to do is address some extra questions that I have received. And I have received so many questions about this. It really is an incredibly strong piece of magic. But in a moment, what I'm going to do is show you some reactions. But here's the really interesting thing. These reactions are actually from the prototype. So prior to the stage of where Nostradamus is right now, and when Nostradamus was just pretty much a new idea, or at least was never actually where it is right now, I have the reactions from when it was actually just a little prototype, you know. So we're going to get into that in just a moment. So if anybody has any questions, please do drop them into the box right now. and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions. We've got one which is just coming in right now. This is from Lalit Solanki. Is it something like a prediction word written on a transparent sheet that fits on a prediction card? It is not a transparent sheet. Nothing fits on the prediction card in that sense, at least as far as I'm gathering from what you're saying. In fact, I'm going to show you something that I have not yet actually shown in any of the footage. So this right here is an envelope. What you can actually do with this effect is take a regular envelope. You can write down a prediction like so. You then place your prediction back into the envelope, and you can seal this up if you like, and this would be placed on full view, or you can take it a little step further, and you then put, or the participant is free to take your prediction and place that right inside the transparent sleeve like so. And just so you know, Lalit, this is just a genuine plastic sleeve. I mean, that prediction is absolutely housed, and there's no way that you could, technically get to it. So you would place your prediction into this, and you can place this on the table or balance it on your pocket or whatever it is, wherever you want to put it. And then when it comes to revealing the prediction, it looks like this. You remove the prediction from the envelope and you can predict anything. It really does look as good as that, It's absolutely brilliant. So if anybody else has any more questions, please do just drop them into the box, and as I have done right there, I will be absolutely honest with everything. So let's take a little look. It doesn't last very long. We're going to have a look at some reactions from the original prototype. So let's take a little look at this bonsai tree.
That's insane. What?
So the question is, are you fooled?
Yes. Yeah.
In fact, if I just turn it around, you'll see what I've written is ball.
Oh, that's really good.
There you go.
How? No, I don't. That's really, that's great, mate. Really good.
So one thing that is quite important to remember is that is genuinely from the original prototype, and since then it's come on a long way with lots of different handling subtleties and so on. So one question that I've been getting straight to my inbox is, how difficult is it to perform? Well, it is actually really, really straightforward. It's a very, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being really, really difficult, and obviously 1 being very, very easy, I would put this at around about 6. It is something that you're going to pick up pretty quickly. There isn't much misdirection, or there's nothing much of the traditional magic sense that is needed with this, but it is easy. It's relatively very, very easy. There's no kind of unusual process or anything like that. There's no memory work. Everything just works pretty much right out of the box. And if you are a practiced magician and you know magic pretty well, you are going to get this down very, very quickly. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I would put this at around about a 6 for difficulty. It's easy really to do. And as I say, it is that good. So let's take a little look at another question that I've been receiving, and this one is really important. I'm going to elaborate on this a little bit. We've got, can it be performed in all environments? The good news is it can. You can perform this. The one thing that I really like about this is you can perform it in all environments. You can perform it on, on a video call like this. You can perform it while strolling. You do not need to perform this with a table. One thing that I must point out is I've made a video very, very recently to show everybody that this doesn't have to be performed on a Zoom call or anything like that. I perform this at events, all right? It's actually made, and it's much better when you have people that you can actually perform for, because it's actually easier to perform. So the reactions in my mind that you're seeing on here, when you perform this on actual lay people, people who are watching you perform your magic, you are going to get even better reactions, all right? So the other cool thing about this is, in my mind, there's absolutely no reason why this routine should not become a staple in your repertoire. Because if you were performing at an event where you've got a lot of people watching and you've got to go round from table to table, it fits that theme absolutely perfectly. And as I've already said, you do not need to perform this with a table or anything like that. You could even have somebody hold their hand out and you place your prediction onto the palm of their hand. All right, it really is that good. We're going to take another quick question, and one question that I have had is, and I've already touched on this, but I'm going to touch on it again. I am regularly asked, are there any electronics, mobile apps or devices used? There are not at all. There's no electronics. Nothing in the digital sense can break. To be honest, as an actual prop, as far as props go, it is absolutely bomb-proof. It really is. It's going to last you a very, very long time. And the reality is, the great thing about it is it's a dry erase, so you can rub it out. And once it's rubbed out, you can place this back and you are ready to go to the next table or whatever it is that you want to do and perform it again. But the really cool thing, it's repeatable because there's no process. There's no actual process. So what that means is there's no process. So what you can now actually do is walk around with this and people are going to be saying different things. So you haven't got a restriction in place that's going to make somebody think of something in a specific category. You've got what looks absolutely organic, something that you just write on and place down and come back to a little bit later on. So, you've got that, which is an absolute strength in Nostradamus. It really is. There's no process or verbal restrictions. It just is what it is. You are writing down. You can use it for drawing duplications, pin codes, and so much more. One little thing, and we're going to look at this right now, but I want to highlight something here. In fact, I'm going to play it and I'm going to highlight it in just a few moments. So let's take a little look at this new video. Bonsai tricks.
That's insane. What?
In fact, if I just turn it around, you'll see what I've written is ball.
That's really good. How? No, I don't. That's really. Yeah, that's great, mate. Really good.
Hell, Joe, I tell you what, that is fucking amazing.
What you're about to see is another reaction for Nostradamus, but I want you to be observant because Nostradamus is opening up and unveiling its inner secrets just for you. At the end, I will point out one specific thing, but let's see if you are observant. So, you begin by writing your prediction, and then you or your participant write down the exact time the prediction was made on the back of the same card. Now, you or the participant place the timestamp prediction in a clear, transparent sleeve. This is placed in full view, either on a table, balanced on your pocket, or anywhere else, and it cannot be altered. Then, exactly 1 minute later, your participant can name any word. That word is written as conclusive proof. My prediction was made at 12:30, and I also had written piano. And that is exactly what you said.
That's crazy.
It is crazy, right? And just for absolute clarity, if people are watching this thinking it's some kind of green screen or something like that, it really is written on there, and that does say piano. Thank you.
Oh, well done.
Well done. How patronising. Thank you.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Very good.
What do you think of that?
Very good.
So, did you spot the difference? While you've seen Nostradamus performed online or at a table, take a closer look at my performance. No table is needed. That's the beauty of Nostradamus. It is incredibly adaptable, allowing you to captivate your audience in any environment. Whether it's online, while strolling, with or without a table, the possibilities are limitless, and the choice is entirely yours. So there we go. There was another little trailer with a bit of a sneak peek. It's all gradually unveiling, people. But what I want to point out now is we have one more question which has been coming in. If anybody has any questions, you need to get them into the chat box right now so I can pick up on this before I sign off. But the next question that I have is this. How are they made? This has been a really interesting one. I received an email just last night and I thought I'm going to have to put this on. I've had an email saying, how is it made? Well, obviously I can't reveal the ultimate secrets as to how each individual one is made because that is ultimately the secret. But what I can tell you is each one of these is actually handmade by myself. These right here, these clear plastic sleeves, these are bespoke for the size of the card and the envelope as well. But each one of these boards is individually handmade by me. So when you order Nostradamus, you can rest assured that I am making this myself in the other room, which is just through there. And I am hand making these all myself. So they are handmade to order, and it really is an absolutely brilliant tool. They're all really high quality. I have tried to keep these as organic and as natural looking as I possibly can. So it does just look like a board. All right. And I believe we have another question. Nope, there's no question there, but I hope I've summed up quite a lot for you all. I really hope you enjoyed it. So take care of yourselves, everybody. And don't forget, if you didn't have time to come onto this YouTube live, then what you can actually do, if you want, you can just drop me an email. My email is info@northernmiracles.com. That is info@northernmiracles.com. Any questions that you have, of course, I'm going to keep this as, if you have any questions and you want to know if it absolutely works for you, then ask away, because I'll give you absolute honesty. I don't want you to purchase this if it doesn't work for you. So I'm more than happy to answer any questions at all. So I hope that helps. And oh, we have another question. This is from Mentalist Ascaro. Hi, Mentalist Ascaro. How is the pocket management? Do you have to have an empty pocket to ditch and load the prediction? No. Well, I'm going to break this question down just a little bit. The pocket management, well, to be honest, I can use this pocket right here, and this will house pretty much everything that's needed for the routine, or a back pocket. One single pocket is all that is needed. You do not need to be flitting between pockets or anything like that. One single pocket is all that is needed. And do you have to have an empty pocket? No, not necessarily. You don't need an empty pocket. Not at all. So you can share the pocket space if needed. The one thing that I like about this is that it is really flat. And obviously, you know as well as I do as performers, if something is flat, when it's actually facing, everything becomes that little bit bigger. To ditch and load the prediction, you don't need to ditch, and you do not need to load the prediction. Everything is very much self-contained with this. Everything's self-contained. There's no ditching or actual specific loading as such. So everything's self-contained and housed in one single setup. So there we go. I hope that answers your question, and thank you very much for getting that in. Thank you very much to John Gordon. Hi, John. Hope you're keeping well. It's been a long time, my friend. I'm really glad you like the look of it, and it is it's a great routine, and it is very neat indeed. So thank you. I'm really glad you like that. Okay, I'm going to sign off. I hope you really enjoyed this quick live. Just so you know, next Wednesday I have another live which is coming up, and it's a really good one. I'm going to be joined by several guests in the studio, and we're going to be having a let's call it just a fun kind of online live jam. So make sure you tune in on Wednesday. If you have not yet headed over to northernmiracles.com, head over there and make sure you sign up to the newsletter. I am always sending out news information, new releases, and so on. So head to northernmiracles.com and make sure you join that newsletter over there. And as I said, if anybody needs any extra help, it's info@northernmiracles.com. Thank you, everybody. Take care of yourselves and get in touch if you have any more questions. Nice to talk to you all, and I'll see you all soon.